In today's video, I'm going to be talking about an app you should definitely consider if you have an English learner or if you're looking for some serious play-based learning for kids from 2 years old all the way up to 8 years old. The app I'm talking about is LingoKids. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this is a highly regarded app. It's been awarded the Best Original Learning App by Kidscreen 2 years in a row, 2022 and 2023, which is apparently a big thing. This is like a trade publication for key decision makers in the kids entertainment industry. It's got the Sensical Select badge, which is like a certification that shows you are providing high quality content and age appropriate content. Is associated with Oxford University Press, which is a department of the University of Oxford that publishes English language teaching materials. They've done research, case studies, reports around literacy, vocabulary acquisition, content appropriateness for autistic children. Okay, so you get it. At least on the surface, everything looks very good and it seems to have very good reputation. But did the app live up to the expectations? Is this app worth your money? Because as you will discover, this is a paid app. What was the real life experience for us? Let's find out. Okay, let's start with the pros. This app is really nicely designed and I haven't noticed any glitches at all when using it. And this is huge actually. It covers lots and lots of preschool subjects that you want your kid to work on, including literacy, numeracy, science, technology, music, creativity, daily routines, etc., etc. It's got so many different categories, but it's especially good, in my opinion, for English, for learning new vocabulary, for language acquisition, and literacy in general. And as I said before, it's great for young English learners. There's a special section for them. This is the section that was done in conjunction with Oxford University Press, and you can tell it's good quality. Children really enjoy using the app, at least that's been our experience. This app is not a curriculum, by the way. It doesn't have any heavy content, if you wish. It's all play-based learning. As I said in the intro, that's their method. This means that children, as the name indicates, are going to learn while having fun, playing games and listening to songs mainly. In fact, the songs are very good and there are lots of them. For instance, there are lots of nursery rhymes that my 6-year-old still loves to watch. And by the way, I'll tell you an anecdote later on in the video about how these nursery rhymes saved the day a couple of times for us. But before that, I'd like to clarify that these games don't feel like a video game. We don't want that with young children, right? Especially kids from 2 to 5 years old. It's not addictive. Children love to use it, but it's not addictive. And I'm saying this because I found that you have to be very careful with that when you're picking an app for a young child, even if the app has no ads. That means it's a paid app, right? And has been designed for kids. I find that sometimes certain aspects, certain elements can be sort of addictive. I'm specifically thinking right now about an app that had this ding 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 sound every time you collected. Well, I'm not gonna say what you were collecting because it would reveal the app and I do not want to do that. But yeah, this sound made my girls kind of crazy. It was addictive in a way. So that's a no-no for me. You want something safe and you want something age appropriate. So you won't have that problem in LingoKids. I totally understand the Sensical Select badge that they were given. What else? The songs, the games are really good for young children. The games in reality are activities, but they don't feel like that. There's this sort of balance between learning and play. The experience is very immersive, very interactive. I don't know if that makes sense. We'll see examples of all of these later on as usual, so you can really see how all of this is translated into practice with your own eyes, because it's very difficult, I guess, to picture all of this just by listening to my words. But before that, I'm getting into the cons, because obviously there are some cons as well. I would also like to add that you don't need an internet connection for all of the activities. A few of them can be downloaded on your device and you can do them offline. This is something I really like because we do not have a SIM card on the iPad my children normally use, and sometimes you are in a situation when there's no internet connection. We've been there, right? For instance, on a plane. Let's talk about the cons now and about the things that LingoKids is not. It's not a learn to read curriculum. If that is what you're after, there are other apps that will be a better fit for that specific purpose. And I say this because I know that many of you, lots of people that watch this channel, thank you by the way from the bottom of my heart, are interested in that more than anything else. Don't take me wrong, I'm not saying either that it won't help with important literacy skills such as vocabulary, learning letter sounds, letter names, phonics. All of it is very, very important for learning to read, right? But it's not a learn to read curriculum in an app, okay? If you only want that, I have other videos in the channel reviewing that kind of apps. I will leave you links in the video description. Another con or thing to take into consideration is that if you're planning to use it with an English learner and he or she is very advanced, it doesn't go over B1 level, which is intermediate. And by the way, these English contents are classified by level from A1, which is pre-beginner, to B1. Also bear in mind that if your English learner is older than 8 or maybe 9, depending on the kid, some of the content here might feel too childish. Anyway, we'll see examples of all of these later on. Finally, another con is that it's not free. Well, that's what you normally get, right? When you don't want ads and you want really good content. So how much does it cost? Well, they offer a 30-day free trial. By the way, the link to the free trial will be in the video description. After that is $14.99 a month. However, for up-to-date prices, go to their website, link in the video description, because obviously I don't know when you're gonna be watching this video. Let's see inside LingoKids now. Okay, so here we are. This is the main panel. I like to go to categories, categorías in Spanish. I'm not sure why certain titles are in Spanish and certain titles are in English. I think it has to do with the iPad settings. It's okay for us because we're raising our girls bilingual and all the content is in English anyway. It's just the titles. Anyway, I like to go to categories, and then here everything is classified by subject, asignaturas in Spanish. So here we have play together. This is literacy, math, English, science, engineering, technology, geography, history, arts, music, daily routine, physical education, community, social education, environment. Then we have what they call modern skills. So things like being a good citizen, creativity, interpersonal skills, wellness, things like that. Then this is the section that I was talking about before. They developed with Oxford University Press, and as mentioned as well, it's classified by pre-beginner, beginner, or intermediate. Then we have academic learning, and this is basically the activities classified by academic level, preschool, kindergarten, first grade. Moving on, again, this part is for ESL students specifically, and it's classified by levels A1, A2, B1, which is beginner, advanced beginner, intermediate. Activities classified by age group, so less than 3 years old, 4 to 6, 6 plus. And then here we have content type, so would you like to watch videos or play games or songs or books, or would you like some coloring? Okay, more languages, so you have some content in Spanish and Portuguese, way more in Spanish. So this is basically songs to learn the alphabet, the numbers, days of the week, nursery rhymes, etc. And then this is where you have your content for educational needs. And this is where you'll find the content that best suits kids with autism, ADHD, dyslexia, dyscalculia. Which is, by the way, something like dyslexia with numbers, if you haven't heard of this condition before. And it can, and many times it does coexist with dyslexia as well. It's not uncommon at all. Anyway, story for another day. Let's take a look at some of the activities right now. I know that most of my subscribers are interested in literacy and English learning more than anything else. So since there are so many options to pick from, let's take a look at literacy and English activities. Maybe we can take a look at a couple of math activities as well. I'm going to go through the most popular literacy activities because I think that's a very good reflection of what your kid is probably gonna enjoy the most and use the most. I know, for instance, that this first spelling activity is one of my children's favorites.
Help Cowie collect the vegetables. To start,
this is the runner game.
Collect the vegetables.
Okay.
We want carrots.
And we need to get the letters we need to spell the word carrot.
Tap to jump.
Okay, we're jumping. Okay, I have the C. Oops. Oh no, I missed a carrot there. Oh. Oh. Yay. Okay.
Watch out for the mud.
Oh no, mud. Didn't see the mud. Oh, another carrot.
Jump over the haystack.
Yeah, okay. Jump, jump. Oh, oh, oh. Yay! Oh, oh, oh. Yay! I only need that T now.
Jump over the haystack.
Okay. Oh no, mushroom. No, no, I don't want the mushroom. Oh, yay! Okay. I think you get the idea. Let's take a look at the second most popular literacy activity. This is the alphabet song, and it's very catchy.
A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D.
In the morning, brush your teeth.
In the morning, brush your teeth.
E, F, G, H.
E, F, G, H.
Hurry up and don't be late.
Hurry up and don't be late.
I, J, K, L.
Okay, that was an extract of it. I'm not sure, maybe you've bumped into it on a YouTube ad or something. I know I have, not lately, but in the past. Anyway, moving on, let's take a look at another one.
Elliot bakes a cake. Let's create the sentence. Tap a card to flip it. Elliot bakes cake. Elliot bakes a cake. That's great. Let's try the next one. This is your next challenge. Drag each card to the correct spot. Elliot bakes cake. Elliot bakes a cake. Very good. Let's try something new. Choose a card and drag it to create your own sentence. Lisa buys a strawberry cake. Lisa buys a strawberry cake. That's great. Let's try the next one. Here is your next challenge. Drag the cards to create the sentence. Elliot
Okay, I guess you get the idea. As you can see, this was a great activity to learn about sequencing and constructing sentences that actually make sense and are in the right order. Let's see one more activity in the literacy section now, because otherwise we will be here forever. And after that, we'll take a look at English.
Join the ABC train. Choo, choo, choo. Let's sing this song again. A is for apple. B is for bell. C is for cat. And D is for door. E is for Elliot. F is for 5. G is for gift. And H is for hat.
Okay, so this song was all about learning letter names and letter sounds. I think you get the idea of how the literacy section goes, even though there are so many other activities. Anyway, let's move on to English. Well, 651 activities, that is a lot. Let's start again with the most popular one. This is the robot maker game. Here you have to build a robot, which will help us learn the different parts of the body, the colors, many things, while having fun and working on our creativity as well.
Body, body, body. Pick the body parts. Head. Arm, 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 leg, leg. Color the body. Purple, green, yellow, red. Purple, green. Time to energize. Head, arms, legs. Tap the arrow. Make the robot dance.
Okay, that was the robot maker game. Let's move on to natural features. Second most popular activity in this English section.
Let's go on a treasure hunt. I've got my treasure map. Climb up the volcano. Climb, climb, climb.
Okay, there you go, repetition.
Climb.
I'm actually showing what climbing is.
On a treasure hunt, having an adventure. Slide down the tunnel. Slide,
Again, repetition.
slide,
I'm showing what sliding is.
Slide, slide, slide.
Good for English learners.
on a treasure hunt.
Treasure hunt, repetition.
Something special. Hop across the crocodile.
I guess we are gonna hop, hop, hop. Yeah,
Hop,
hop.
Hop, hop.
let's go on a treasure hunt.
Okay, I guess you get the idea of how this goes. If you can, and especially if you're an English teacher or want to teach your own child English at home, I actually would make these songs and the rest of the activities part of a bigger strategy I would take notes of the vocabulary we've learned in this song, for instance, and maybe come up with an activity where I get my child or my students to hop, slide, climb, right? And see if they do it correctly. If they do, they get some sort of reward. Well, I do not want to extend on this for too long. I guess you understand what I mean. Let's see one more example of an English activity in the app before we move on to math and see the parents panel as well, which is cool. I like the info you find over there.
See ya. Bye-bye. Elliot, what's wrong?
It's really cold. Oh, I can't go outside.
Don't worry, you can go out again in 2 months when winter's over.
2 months?
I can help you bundle up.
Yay! Thank you, Cowie.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Okay, again, we're learning about clothes-related vocabulary in a fun way and with repetition. And again, if you can reinforce this with other offline activities, even better. Okay, let's move on to math now. Counting. Well, this is one of my child's favorites. I'll show you a clip of her playing this game.
Back to its home. Tap the screen to... Here we go. Tap here to move the car. Nice driving. The wheels on the car go round and round, round and round, round and round. Find the group of 3 mice. This is the way. Bonus time. Are you enjoying the ride?
Okay, I guess you get the idea.
Find the group of 8 balls.
You have
Way
to
to go.
do some counting, and then you collect stars, and you count the number of stars at the same time you're collecting them. Ooh.
Yoo-hoo, stars.
This is one of my child's favorite. Let's see another one.
There were 10 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell out.
9.
There were 9 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell out.
8.
There were 8 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell out.
7.
There were
Enough of me. Let's see my girls playing. So what do you think so far? Do you think you're gonna give it a try? If so, don't forget they have a free trial and the links can be found in the video description. Finally, I want to wrap up today's video with how I discovered LingoKids because it's sort of funny. Remember that I told you LingoKids saved the day, or the trip I should say instead, several times in my family? Well, I'm not talking about any trip here. I'm talking about a transoceanic flight, Sydney to Dubai, that we did 3 times with 2 really young children on our way from Sydney, Australia to Spain. So the in-flight entertainment had these nursery rhymes that my youngest daughter discovered and she wanted to see on a loop over and over on the flight. And you know, in this 14-hour flight, you're sort of allowed to do whatever you want as long as it keeps you entertained, happy, and you do not disturb people around you. So free bar for in-flight entertainment and food, basically. So these nursery rhymes were LingoKids content and my daughter absolutely loved them. So thank you LingoKids for putting that in the in-flight entertainment. It saved those 3 trips, Sydney to Dubai, but I'm not sure why you weren't offering these on the next flight, Dubai to Madrid. It was hard. It was such a disappointment for my youngest daughter. But anyway, that's okay. That was the short flight, only 7 hours. Oh well, that's it for today. Any questions, let me know. Links to everything I mentioned can be found in the video description, including a link to the 30-day free trial with LingoKids.